Hello, I am Techie Star, and today we will learn about web and HTML programming. So we will learn how to program, how to create web pages using HTML. So today the agenda of our this lecture or the topics we will cover in this lecture are web terminologies, HTML. In HTML we will see what is HTML, parts of HTML document, HTML tags. There are two types of tags in HTML: required tags and common tags. So we will discuss them in bit detail. So what is internet and world wide web? Most of the times we use these terms interchangeably. We refer internet as world wide web and we refer world wide web as internet, but they are not similar. They have different meanings. So basically the internet is a vast network, international network made up of computer physically connections like wires, routers, etc., and they communicate with each other. While World Wide Web is just a web, it's a collection of softwares or system softwares we can say that internet, and they are interlinked through internet, and they share documents and resources with each other. And we can say in a nutshell that World Wide Web provides a way of accessing information on internet. Basically we can use internet via World Wide Web. So in World Wide Web or in websites we have two sides. First one is web server, another one is client. Basically when we are using a website, a system, we are acting as a client, and the system which is responding us our queries, that is the web server or the server which serves our requests. So what is web server? Web server is a computer that is programmed to send files to browsers, to other computers connected to the internet. And what is web browser? Web browser is like Firefox, Internet Explorer, which is the client that sends a request for a web page. Okay, so web browser is a dedicated, we can say, a tool which help a client to communicate with server or a server to communicate with client. It is an intermediary tool. So web server answers the request and delivers the requested page to the browser so you can view it. So we request a server and server sends us the response. So how we send the request to the server and how it responds? So they use server and client both use HTTP. HTTP refers to the hypertext transfer protocol, which allows computers and world wide web to communicate with one another. Okay, so when we send request to the server or server sends a response to client, so they both use hypertext transfer protocol for your request queries and answers, handles the request sent to the web server and the response received from a web server. Okay, here you can see that how server and client communicates. The client browser requested something or any page or any request to the server. Then server receives that request, analyzes it and sends response to the client. Okay, so URL. What are URL? Most of the times you have seen that if you want to access Facebook, YouTube or any other site, you have to write their address. So that address is called basically URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, it is also called web page address. So here it has two parts. One is the protocol it is using, another one is the web server's address. Okay, so here you can see the HTTP, and sometimes might observe that there is written HTTPS.